Our only path forward lies ahead. I'm sure of it. So, onward, I suppose. Sound though, Alize's logic. Oh, okay. He just says the same thing. Makes sense. Free trade. Thancred is gazing with interest at the nearby village. I take it you're seeing what I'm seeing? Finding a village when we're hardly 10 paces into the hills is a surprising stroke of luck, especially given our recent fortunes. But you won't hear any complaints from me. Let's see if the folk who live here can tell us what to expect from the road ahead. All I really remember of this part is being kind of frustrated. I don't know if it was maybe, the time of day I hit it, like I was tired or something, but I remember hitting here and then just, I don't know if it was already there or, when you complete like a certain MSQ and then a bunch of side quests pop up, and I do the side quests as I'm doing the MSQ, first time through. And I just remember seeing just a ton of side quests pop up, and I was just like, oh my god, I'm going to come back to this later. Ah, a Mord. And none of our peoples is here. Okay, this is a whole Mord little village. You sell? No, you are no merchant. But then, why do I know your face? No, we didn't meet as Zunzun, right? Oh, I remember. You spent Verbert gold. So then it was Zunzun. Or was just Zunzun there? Such a coin purse cracking. You are already a legend among Mord traders. You are a traveling merchant then. Can you tell us anything of this village? Of course. Anything for valued customers. This place is Garrett. Before the flood, it was home to many miners. After, not so much. Now, none. So Master Gengen borrowed the village, made it into a trading post. Very convenient location. In which case, you all must be familiar with the local roads, correct? We're on our way to Nabatharang ourselves. If we continue south from here, will we have any difficulties reaching it? Oh, yes. Great difficulty. The flood rent the stone and crushed the mines surrounding Nabatharang. Only steep cliffs and collapsed tunnels remain. Oh, no. But surely there must be some way. Do you think any of the other Mord might have some sort of hidden route? Perhaps. You ask, they tell. Tell for free even, to friends of our best customer. See, and I gotta wonder, was Graha, was that a part of his plan? Did he know that giving us that Verbert gold piece or whatever was gonna get us in so well with the Mord? Wonderful. Thank you for your help. I mean, they do kind of write him out to be kind of, somebody playing 4D chess, so I could see that. Well then, best customer, let's see what information your reputation buys us. If we're not lucky enough to encounter anyone who knows a route to Nabatharang here, perhaps they can at least point us in the direction of others who might. You wish to go to Nabatharang? There was a way once, a gondola down from the cliffs, but it was built for those who had left something behind that they wished to retrieve. Now there is nothing left and no one to use it. But it was built for those who had left something behind that they wished to retrieve. Now there is nothing left and no one to use it. You may search for it if you like, but I doubt that its rusted wires would bear your weight. You hastily take down a memo regarding the gondola on a spare scrap of parchment. So I take it, like, he's basically just saying, like, the gondola was used basically to go back and get stuff that you left behind or whatever, and now nobody has anything left behind, so it's been in disuse. At least that's what I think. Perhaps we ought to inquire upon the matter of Yulmoran forces in the region as well. I've got it. I'll lead by asking how business is, then mention you, and then ask about the route. That should work, right? This is making me think of... obviously, this was out before then, but it makes me think of Kuil in Mandalorian with the... I don't remember their names, but I mean, they basically, you know, the lizards and those basically look the same. For Nabatharang, airship is best. Nothing is faster than an airship. The Yulmorans have one, I hear. You can ask them to take you. Though it seems somewhat superfluous to do so, you dutifully make note of Gongon's words. I mean, they're not wrong, just it's not particularly helpful. Take the last one is inside, yep. Oh, that is a surprise. Not many bound for Nabatharang these days. I do know of a trolley that once went there. It used to travel between all the settlements and mines of the hills of Amber. It is locked behind a gate, however. I assume that will have kept it from being stolen or damaged, but it also prevents it from being of much use. You take down information regarding the trolley on a wrinkled piece of parchment before stuffing it unceremoniously back into your bag. Ah, Lavenza. I'm afraid I've learned little of use about how to reach Nabatharang. The Yulmoran presence, though, that's another matter. Apparently, though their army is definitely in Amarang, there have been no sightings of Yulmorans at all in the Hills of Amber. Perhaps we can take that as a sign that Alize's plan has borne fruit. Did you have any better luck finding us a route forward? Note concerning the gondola. A bit of paper with gondola from cliffs, potential death trap, scrawled upon it. Note concerning the trolley. A bit of paper with Hills of Amber trolley behind gate, scrawled upon it. Note concerning airships. A bit of paper with airships, Yulmoran presence confirmed, scrawled upon it. So these are our options. Well, what do you think? We can try the gondola. Might die, but eh. Can we get an airship anywhere? Not from Vothri, obviously. Gate aside, the trolley seems most feasible. And that is the way to go. I want to say I probably went with the airship before, Vothri aside. It does seem to be the least risky of our options, and I can't imagine one gate is enough to thwart you. I'd like to know a bit more before we dash off in search of it, though. Perhaps Zunzun can offer some insight. Though Zunzun didn't mention the trolley before, he's like as not at least heard of the thing. If we remind him, he may recall something of use. Now I kind of want to check the others. I thought Thancred actually had the quest. Shall I take the glimmer in thy eye to mean that thou hast struck upon a promising lead? Has she managed to get the question out? I hope you've had more luck than I. Okay. That doesn't actually answer the question if she was actually able to ask the question. The trolley problem. Zunzun is eyeing you with curiosity. Do we get voiced? I like their voices. Nope. Ah, valued customers. Were the other moored of help? Of a fashion. They told us of a trolley that runs to Nabatharain. At least. Oh, at least. But am I correct in thinking that there was a reason you did not do so yourself? When first we asked. Yes. The gate, you see. It is impassable. Before, there was a hulking thing of stone, the Talos. It opened the gate, they say. But none operate such a thing now. I do not even know if it yet exists. I do not know, but you should travel east to Mount Baron Mines. That is where the trolley controls stand. I still see miners there from time to time, if anyone knows what happened to the Talos. It would be them. Thank you. You've been a great help. We're off to Mount Baron. Then. Let's hope that someone will be there to answer our questions. Is it Byron or Byron? I do not know. Mayhap the pall of light is the root of this land's desolation, or mayhap the fault lies with man in his insatiable greed. What a sight. Oh, pardon me. It's a bit daunting, isn't it? I guess. The scale of the track is impressive. I'll give them that. Now we only need follow it until we come to the mines. It's crazy. Like, people don't mention this song all that much, but it really is one of my favorites. I would have to say my favorite is, I think it's called Beneath Dark Water, or Neath Dark Waters, is the one in, it's not Amarant, but it's the like manifested copy of Amarant in The Tempest. There's just something about that song. But I'll get into more of that once we actually get there. This lever can't have been designed for a person to operate. Yeah, that is quite the lever. Where is Urianger? These people on top of him? Nope, they're just chilling. Where is Urianger? Oh, how dare you ruin that song? Stupid coyote. Where did Urianger go? Oh, there he is. They just chill and like nothing aggroes them. But by what means did they harness the necessary aether? Oh, and they're called gnomes. Bit of a miss, isn't it? Oh, bit of a mess. Bit of a mess, isn't it? But the mechanisms for dispatching the trolley are here, just as Zunzun said. Unfortunately, anyone who might know how to use them is not. We might wait for Zunzun's mysterious miners to appear, or have a look around and see if we can deduce anything useful in their absence. I'm in favor of the latter. Oh, you... What an unimaginable dick. Alright, let's get back to this. Okay, bit of a mess, isn't it? But the mechanisms for dispatching the trolley are here, just as Zunzun said. Unfortunately, anyone who might know how to use them is not. We might wait for Zunzun's mysterious miners to appear, or have a look around and see if we can deduce anything useful in their absence. I'm in favor of the latter. Something near the entrance to the mines proper caught Urianger's eye. Meet us there if you find anything. Okay. As much as I wish we could count on someone conveniently appearing to explain all of this to us, I'm sure you're aware that we don't have the time to waste. But we do eventually have somebody conveniently pop up, right? This lever can't have been designed for a person to operate. Okay, so same. Flecks of rust adorn the rails, but they nevertheless appear sturdy enough to bear the trolley without issue. I want to say there's something inside this building. Yep. Conspicuous cup. The cup is slightly warm and a fair amount of tea. Steeped over long, if the color is any indication, remains within. So it means somebody was here recently. Oh, you... These coyotes are annoying. Nope, that's not the button I was looking for. Okay, down. Trying to avoid aggro, but... What am I missing? Oh, okay, there it is. This somehow seems familiar. Like I had the same trouble before. The bench is within... Oh my god, these coyotes. The benches within suggest that this must have been a passenger car. Oddly enough, though it is clearly old, it appears to be well maintained. Now that's something oh my God, I actually miss about being in the lower level zones, man. This aggro stuff is for the birds. Ah, Lavenza, what hast thou discerned? That everything in this area sucks. I see. Indeed, thine observations are consistent with mine own. But let us refrain from further discussion ere our comrades arrive. At least now we're in a cutscene. Ample evidence of recent maintenance and lukewarm tea besides. The levers for switching tracks look like they were in good condition, though I couldn't move them myself. No ordinary person could, I think. It is my belief that no person is meant to. This Talos beareth more than a passing resemblance to golems of the source. Nor doth it appear to be the sole example of its kind. The proliferation of Talos fragments, as well as the enormity of the mechanisms here, suggests a considerable number were once in operation. Alas, this specimen and its fellows now lie lifeless and broken, and I know not how to repair them, that they might facilitate our passage through the gate. And without the aid of the Talos, even if thou wert somehow able to unbar the trolley's path, we would still have no means of propelling it. We might not know how to repair the Talos, but someone must. Otherwise, why keep everything else in working order? Whoever is maintaining the cars and rails must know something we don't. Let's ask them what it is, shall we? Lavenza, I do believe you'll find a person of some interest skulking in the shadows behind the warehouses on the northwestern side of the tracks. While you two have a friendly chat, the rest of us will gently encourage those to the south to come out of hiding. Defend yourselves as necessary, of course, but do try to keep everyone in one piece. Off we go, then. Wicked White, where did you come from? No, never mind that. You have no business here, of that I'm sure. What are you? Ugh. I feel a bit bad for them. They elected to take up arms against us, though the outcome was plain from the first. I think this was the dude I fought, right? That's Smarts. We won't let you... Good to hear. These two weren't much trouble either. Oh, okay, so it's a different dude that I fought. Let's see what they have to say for themselves. Us? We're not the brigands come to take what isn't ours. Do we honestly look like we need to steal, what, some rusted bits of iron? Don't be absurd. We're not here to rob you. A likely story. You look, well... not like thieves. You don't look normal, that's for certain. Certain? That's for certain. You don't have any wares, so you're clearly not merchants. Travelers never pass this way. The only reason you could come all the way out here is to strip the machinery for parts. Oh, Faith, I have an idea. What if, once upon a time, a lovely lady of noble birth ventured forth in search of her lost love, joined by her two most loyal servants, sworn to follow her until world's end. On their journey, they met a sorcerer, ancient as time itself. Moved by the lady's devotion, he offered to be their guide, and they turned up here somehow. I can only assume that you're being intentionally obtuse, but in the unlikely event that that's a serious conjecture, no. I suppose I am a bodyguard of sort, but we have rather larger concerns than fairy tale romances. Though I would fain hear more of this ageless sorcerer and his heroic deeds. Gods grant me strength. If I may, we're actually searching for a means by which to travel to Nabatharang. We were hoping that the trolley here might offer a solution. I realize that we haven't gotten off to the best of starts, but if you know anything about how we might get it working again... The trolley? The trolley? You should have led with that. We're always keen to discuss the trolley. We're both engineers in training, in fact. Jarek and Thafe at your service. Technically, I'm a miner, and he does repair work. But our true passion is the trolley. We're working with a few other folks to get it up and running again. And before you ask, yes, it's true that there's little in need of transport these days. But that's no reason to consign a miracle of mechanical innovation to dust. The mere sight of it traveling the track once again would make hearts sore, mark my words. You'll hear no argument from us. What progress have you made thus far? Not as much as we'd like, truth be told. Well, is there anything we could do to assist you? We could gather materials or help put pieces together. It's a sight more complicated than that, I'm afraid. If you spoke with Magnus, you'd understand. He's the only one with full knowledge of the trolley's operation. I suppose you could speak with him if you like. We'll introduce you. Very well. Our options are limited, and if this Magnus can explain whatever is preventing the trolley from being restored, I'd like to hear it. Right. It looks like you'll be following us back to Twine then. It just seems like this whole process, I don't know, like it would have been quicker to just, you know, I don't know, try to climb your way across or something. Thank you all for watching. Tonight's stream was emotional. So we finished up Raktika with Katana Ravel, and then unbeknownst to me, I did not remember. I thought we were going to go straight into Amarang. There was the whole attack on the Crystarium and Lakeland, which I had just forgotten about, and it's such a great sequence, great cutscenes. Definitely, I would say the most emotionally gripping of Shadowbringers so far. And yeah, I just thoroughly enjoyed it. So I hope you enjoyed this, and if you did and you want to see more, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you want to join me live, the link to my Twitch is in the description down below. Thank you again, and I hope you have a good one.